Morning everyone, and welcome to today's trading analysis on the 29th of September 2024. And apologies for not doing a video for such a long time. Lots of things happening at Xago, all sort of things going on. Two people actually asked me to make another video, so I thought I'd quickly do this video just to give everyone an update. I always want to start with a long-term outlook. That the aggressive upward move has now tapered off. You can see that every 4-year cycle we move up less. In percentage terms, looking at this last little bit, we are probably looking at about $100,000 as the peak. So not as much upside as what it was in the past. Since 2018, Bitcoin is no longer the best performing asset class. It's actually now AI stocks with Nvidia leading the charge. But nonetheless, this is the trade that we are all busy with. You can see that earlier this year, the ETFs was announced and there was this massive spike in the price. And then what we are now seeing is a sort of a consolidation towards the top. You can also see more people have gone short and long over the last 3 months, which is also potentially going to give us a short squeeze. On the candlesticks, you can see it at a 38% Fibonacci pullback, which is quite good in a bullish environment. And you can see that this megaphone sort of pattern, which is the same as a flag, anything like a little bit of a pullback here and then maybe push out to that 100,000 mark is possible. The RSI is now resetting and it's in a bullish environment at the 50% mark, and therefore it's in a good place to have further upside. The S&P has a slightly different story. You can see it's already at its all-time high. You can see into November, there's the cycle analysis is pointing to a little bit of a dip, and then moving up into sort of early January, February next year for its cycle top. XRP painting a completely different story. 2017 it had this big move, and then since then it's made this massive pennant. This pennant is now coiling up towards the end here. You can also see a big divergence happening over the last 2 years. So upward movement with a divergence moving down right into the peak of this pennant. A breakout like this, and this would easily get XRP back to its all-time highs of $2.50 to $3. Of course, everything gets traded into US dollars, so it's always Bitcoin US dollar, S&P US dollar. So US dollar is a psychological level of 100 right now, the DXY, and you can also see that it's in oversold conditions. So therefore, a run up in the Dixie before further downside. So that would correlate with this S&P dip here in November. So I needed to bring up a cycle analysis called the Benner cycle. This was done early 1900s, so 120 years ago. And I'm not going to go into detail about it now, but you can see that it has actually really worked out very well. Over the years, it has sort of been a good predictor for economic upturns and downturns. And I've marked this green line here to show that from 2023 to 2026 was an upward cycle or economic prosperity cycle, which is what we have been experiencing. What that also says by the end of 2026, so anywhere between in the year of 2025, but in that year would be a peak, and then we are going to have unfortunately 6 years of downward pressure. Could be a crash like 2008, but the reality is that we are still in a bullish environment right now. But we just need to know that we are potentially going to have some sort of a blow off top and experience quite a bit of downward pressure. I wanted to quickly just point towards our bot that we're running. We run a bot called Idatco. It's been running quite well. You can see, for example, this particular account's been running for about 8 to 9 months with about $30,000, and it's now made $2,900 profit. And so what is nice, I actually just wanted to point out, it runs with multiple strategies to trade. You can see that's over 400 momentum strategies and another 400 arbitrage strategies, all doing multiple scalping trading. This reduces your risk and then also doesn't completely expose you to the crypto market. It really balances your account with all the different currencies. And in this case, it looks like it is beating the bank's interest payments. So like maybe in the bank, you will get 5% for your US dollars, something that is working very well for us. Just thought something to point out. So all in all, I just wanted to make this video so that everyone is aware of where we are at the moment. I think we still have a little bit of upside left, but we are getting to that point where things are getting a bit tricky. Yeah, so be careful out there. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let's see you on the next one.